Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Today, I am here to present our mini project entitled as Index of Property of a Soil, Key Factors in a Soil Classification and Behavior. The role of index of property in a soil in soil. Importance in a soil classification. Index of property is a index of property of a soil are essential for a classifying soil based on their physical and chemical characteristics. Significance in a geotechnical design and analysis. Understanding the index of properties in visual to geotechnical design as they affected foundation design and scope stability and earth structure performance. Water content definition and importance. Water content represent the ratio of weight of a water to the weight of a dry soil, influencing soil strength, compressibility, and overall stability. It is a fundamental in a classifying soil and predicting its performance under the varying moisture condition. Calculation formula. Water content is a calculating using the formula W is equal to WW divided by WS, where WW is the weight of water and WS is a weight of a dry soil. Measurement method. Common method to measure the water content, including over drying, where the soil sample are to constant weight. Understanding specific gravity. Definition and relevance. Specific gravity is a key index of property in a soil mechanicals, influencing the density of a soil solid relative to the water. It is a fundamental in a geotechnical engineering for assigning soil classification, compaction, and draining characteristics. Calculation formula. The formula of specific gravity, weight of a soil solid to the weight of a water. The equation enables engineers to determine the material property for a construction and analysis by using weight of soil and displaced water volume. Measurement method. Specific gravity can determine the using methods such as a pyknometer method, which involve the measuring volume of a soil displacing by a soil sample. The density bottle method is another approach utilizing a calibrate container to ascertain the mass per unit volume of a soil solid. Next one is a field density and particle size distribution. Field density definition. Field density refers the mass per unit volume of the soil in a natural and undisturbed state. Next one is a field density measurement method. Common method for measuring field density include Coarpeter method, sand replacement, and water displacement technique. Next one is a field density compaction control. Field density measure play a critical role in ensuring adequate soil compaction and structural support. Next one is a particle size distribution overview. Particle size distribution classifies the soil based on the size of its particles. So the classification method sleeve and hydrometer. Sleeve analysis is employed for a core soil, while a hydrometer analysis is suitable for a fine soil particles. Both methods are provided insert into the soil particle size distribution profile. Key terms in a distribution. Key terms including D10, D30, D60, Cu and Cc, which describe the particle size characteristics. Cu coefficient of uniformity, Cc coefficient of graduation for a soil classification. Next one is a grain size distribution curve. So the consistency limit and relative density. Utterburst limit characterize the plasticity of a fine grained soil, determining their behavior under the different moisture content. Liquid limit is a water content at which soil transition for a plastic to the liquid state. Plastic limit is a moisture content where the soil changes the plastic to the semi-solid state. The limits helping determining the moisture range in which soil can effectively molded or compacted. Next is a shrinkage limit. Shrinkage limit indicates the moisture content at which further loss of water does not shrink the soil volume. Next is the plastic indexity. Plastic index is calculating as a difference between the liquid limit and plastic limit. So the relative density calculation. Relative density is computed using the formula E max minus E divided by E max minus E minimum into 100, where E max and E minimum are a maximum and minimum word ratio respectively. Implication for a soil densities. Understanding the relative density is a key and determining soil compaction and stability. So thank you.